Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the video. And today I want to talk about money. How much money I made in the month of December. And this video isn't to brag or to show off. It is simply just to show you guys what is possible if you are consistent and you turn up every day and you just give it a go. And I may also just note I am a little bit poorly. I'm off the back end of some kind of weird illness. I was basically in bed most of yesterday, which is really unlike me. And I've got a bit of a sexy husky voice going on. So you get to enjoy that throughout this video. Anyway, let's jump to the shared screen and I will show you how much I've made and what I've sold and all of that kind of jazz. So let's have a look. December 2023, last month, Amazon FBA, I managed to make £6,734 in sort of gross sales. And the profit from that was 2,522, which is absolutely mind-blowing. That's amazing. That is like more than I make in my job. So, yeah, super chuffed with that. And that's 383 units. My first goal is to just make or sell a consistent 200 units a month. And that is the first piece of my sort of, financial freedom journey. So to do almost 400 in that month is amazing. And yeah, super happy with that. And what I tried to do before we got to December, because I know December is so busy, is I tried to front load the work. I wanted to get as many candles as I could possibly make already in Amazon waiting for December. Because last year I sold out by about the 15th and I just knew it was going to be super busy. So I spent a lot of time in October and November trying to just churn out as many candles as I could, gingerbread being one of them, and just a Christmas smell, just trying to get those all there and ready and waiting. I think I had 80 of each of those by December, and then I just tried to keep on top of that and try to get as many checked in as possible. Just having that bulk there ready to save me a lot of work and a lot of time. I still managed to sell out by sort of December the 20th, which isn't a bad thing, but we know for next year, just be on that front foot, maybe even start making candles, getting them sent there in September. Just be ready for it because you know December is going to be profitable. And I also managed to make a bit more money because I managed to reduce my ad spend. I knew people would be buying in December and not just browsing. So I thought I could probably reduce the amount of money I spend on ads, and it worked. So I think in the previous month of November, I spent £400 on adverts, and December, I think it's more like £250. And that just increases the profitability of everything. So unfortunately, you do need to use adverts on Amazon. There's no point having an amazing product if no one can find it. So having ads is useful, but the more sales you get, the better you rank organically. So if someone types in a gingerbread candle, I might turn up on the first page because I've had a wicked month and they can see people are buying it, people are liking it, it's getting good reviews, and that will help organically. But you need a mixture of like paid advertising and organic rankings just to show up on other places. But anyway, and then I've got a little blog on my website where I talk about candle tips and troubleshooting, and it's just a generally helpful blog for candle makers and wax melts and all things fragrance. And on that, I managed to make £28, which is pretty good. The previous month, I think I made £35. So if I can keep around that £30 mark, that is a phone bill paid, something like that. That's the way I look at it now. Instead of going, oh, I've only made £30, I look at what that £30 actually does for me. And I'm just building on that. I'm just trying to add articles and just slowly, steadily build that up. At the moment, it's sort of slowly going like this, and eventually it will just go like skyrocket. I think this time last year, I was maybe making a couple of pounds. So I'm happy with that, the consistent growth. Ultimately, AdSense isn't the way I want to monetize my blog. I want to go through media buying, but that requires me getting 50,000 views a month. So at the moment, I'm not really pushing AdSense. I'm only putting a few ads here and there. I could probably try and make it more profitable, having more ads on the place. But at the moment, there's only one ad on each article. But I'm not too bothered about that. It's about the long game with that one. And then YouTube, I managed to make £10 in a month, which is awesome. The previous month I made £5, so that is doubled my money. £10 isn't a lot of money, but for me, it just shows what consistent growth does. I did Vlogmas in December, so I did 25 videos in a row every single day. And just that consistency, which is a word I'm going to keep saying a lot, that consistency just shows what it does, turning up every day and doing a video. And it also helped me get out of my head. I knew I had to make a video, and it didn't matter if it was good or bad, as some of you might have seen, and how they performed. I could see which performed well and which didn't. I just needed to get it done. And just putting myself out there creates more luck for me. I never know who's going to watch my video or who's going to read an article. The more sort of digital assets I have around, the more luck I'm generating, the more likely people are to find it. They might even buy a candle, or they might buy a course from me, something like that. So it's just thinking outside the box and thinking more long term rather than, oh, I've only made £10. That £10 for me is probably more exciting than the money I made from Amazon, which sounds pretty lame because at the minute the YouTube stuff is quite exciting and it's something I'm trying to get my head around and a skill I'm trying to learn and improve. As well as Amazon, I'm still learning and improving, but I've already done a bit of that already. So it's just building up these skill sets. So next we've got Amazon affiliate sales. So there's articles and I've done videos, and in them I post little affiliate links. So if someone clicks on that and buys something, I make a little bit of money from it. So last month I made £24, which was awesome. I think the previous month I maybe only made like 10, maybe even like £8. So to make £24 from that is wicked. The way I can increase that is by doing more video reviews. I've got a couple of printers that I bought to sort of increase productivity, save time having to pay people to do it and post it to me. I can get more creative. I can test and play around with stuff, creating my own labels. And I've got an Epsom one I need to review, and I've got one of those little Mun Bin ones, little thermal printers. So just doing reviews of them is something I can do to create content and like show an affiliate link. So little things like that I can do to create slightly more revenue streams and more digital assets. So affiliate sales and stuff like that is something I want to build on, but it just takes time. At the minute, it's not my main priority. So just having a little £24 month like that is awesome. Now, like I said, that's another little bill paid for. And then Shopify. Shopify is my own website where I sell my own candles. And that was £957 and a rough profit, which is probably about 40%. And that was £382. And that's awesome. That is up on the previous month by quite a bit. And what I really want to try and do over the next couple of years is focus on driving traffic to my website to buy my products. At the moment, it is a bit slow, but it's still working. It hasn't been my main focus. Like I said, I think previously, Amazon FBA has been my focus because it is like having the biggest storefront in the world and the traffic's already there. I just need to try and get my piece of it. Whereas if I've got a website, no one knows it's there. I need to get people to it first. So, but that is the problem. If I have a problem with Amazon FBA or they don't like something I'm doing or an issue turns up and they cancel my account, that is all of my revenue gone. So I'm trying to sort of hedge my bets with a lot of these things, having lots of diversified income. So if I can get more people to my actual website, that is something I own and that's something I can control. So that makes a big difference. It's just getting people to trust my website and just building up the products. I think, as I said previously, the products I do are nice. They don't stand out enough. They're just nice candles with nice labels. So what I'm working on in the background is something I'm very excited about. And it's something that I think will stand out and it's a bit different. And that will make the difference. And I think we'll build that brand loyalty as people will resonate with it rather than just buying a nice present or a nice gift. They'll be like, that is what I align with. So that will build that kind of brand loyalty. Anyway, wholesale candles. I sell a few little candles to sort of a few shops, 2 or 3 of them. I don't push it massively, but if I do get a wholesale order, nice. I managed to make £280 on wholesale orders, and that's probably about 25%, 30% margin on that, and that was £80. Something I would like to push in the future, and if I do have a product that stands out a bit more, it might resonate with certain shops, so I could build up that wholesale order. And I think going forward, something like that, I might try and do a minimum quantity just to make it maybe worth my time more. But at the moment, I'm not too worried about the wholesale thing. And then finally, the candle stall. We did a little pop-up candle stall at a local pub in December. Well, I didn't. Philippa managed to do it, which is very kind of her. And we made £162 from that. It did rain all day, so it wasn't the busiest of days, but it was worthwhile because I had to buy lots of stuff for it. So I've already got the kit if I need to do another one. And we learnt what worked and what didn't. Excuse me. So we looked at a lot of other candle stores. They had loads of fairy lights and little testers you could smell rather than unscrewing each candle. And just making your candle stall more aesthetically pleasing and magnetizing to draw people in. I think my candle stall was just a bit basic. It served the purpose and it was a good test. But there's things we can do to work on that to make it a better, more enticing stall. So overall, that brings us to a profit of £3,116, which is absolutely incredible. I never thought I'd be able to do anything like that. You see videos of people doing it and you just think that isn't possible for me. That's not tangible. It just goes to show what you can do with a full-time job if you try. Just showing up each day, just consistently doing it and just seeing where it goes. And then compared to last month, which I made £1,687, makes it £1,428 up on the previous month. So yeah, both awesome months. It just shows the power of Q4 and the buying power for Christmas. So yeah, next year, just get full steam ahead, front load it, and get as many candles made as possible ready for it. A few side notes I'd like to talk about, which aren't strictly money related. YouTube subscribers, I managed to get 1,552, which is 75 in about 28 days. So that's awesome. That's almost 100 subscribers compared to the last time I did this video. So it just shows what consistently doing and posting videos does. Now, some of my videos weren't great. They were just getting content out. Some of them I really enjoyed making as a little passion project, which also did rubbish. And then some of them did quite well. So if I can build on what works and do more of it, then I've got a better chance of creating more luck for myself. And then website views, I managed to get 15,500 views last month. So that's unique views, and that's 470 up on the previous 28 days, and that's 3% up in total. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, I want to get to 50,000 views a month and apply for a better ad network. It's slowly getting there. If I can get there by the end of this year, just plugging away at posting articles, keyword research, just trying to edge up the traffic a little bit each time, it will get there. When I first started, I was getting, 10, 20 views a day. And to be where I am now just shows what consistent work does. I'm sorry if you're bored of the word consistency, but I can't get over how important that word is. And it's something that rings true through everything I've done so far. The game plan now is to just have a reset, get back on track with all the candles, put all the candles back into Amazon that are selling well, all of my existing line. I'm not going to ditch that, even though I've got a new exciting project I'm working on in the background. I still need to have income coming in to maintain just that momentum, just keep churning that wheel. All of the profit I've made from this will go back into it. I'll buy more stock. I'll experiment with new things. I'll buy articles. I'll buy advertising. So that money isn't directly going to me. I'm not going to buy a load of fancy handbags and look all pretty and dance around or something. I'm going to reinvest it all into growing the business. So at some point, when I do want to leave my full-time job, I've got a big enough asset there with diversified incomes that will support me and everyone else that needs supporting. So it's all going to go back into it. So yeah, we're going to crack on. January, full reset, full send with the candles, get them all back in stock, and then just keep plugging away at it. I want to get 2 articles done a week. I want to get 2 videos done a week. I just want to keep at it. That is it. That's the main message from this. If there's something you want to do, start it, do it. Don't hold back. You might feel a bit silly in the beginning. We all do. You just need to learn from your failings and just keep doing it. Consistency will pay you dividends. If there's something you want to do, just start. You don't want to get old and whatever and look back and think, I wish I did that thing, but I'll never find out because I'm old now and I can't be asked to do it. So do it. Just do that thing. Do it now. If you found this video useful, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you later.